everybody, it's Miss Amy with Me Wonderland, and this is part 2 of the pole shift video. I wanted to tell you about some of the, or at least one of the things that people are doing to try to avoid I guess some of the damages from the pole shift. I recently, I guess it was a year or so ago, I was up in northwest Arkansas, and I went over the border from Oklahoma, and all of a sudden there was this huge major highway, and it just bumper to bumper traffic, and all this construction going on, making it even wider, like I was in the suburbs of Houston. And I thought, well, what is going on here? It's only been a few years since I'd been up there, and I'd never seen anything like that before. I knew the towns that were around there, and I knew the area very well. I had spent time growing up in the Ozarks, and I just knew there wasn't anything. And there's Bentonville, Arkansas, that's where the Walmart people live, and the Fayetteville, Arkansas. Bentonville has a population of about 20,000. I think Fayetteville has like 60,000, something like that. And it did not make sense for there to be this many people. The strange thing is everybody had Arkansas license plates, so there wasn't people like using this as like in Oklahoma. I-40 is just always packed with people going across country, with license plates from all over the country. That wasn't what this was. This was local traffic, and so I had to pull over anyway. So I pulled over and get out at this gas station, and it's the nicest gas station I'd ever seen. And I get out and I'm thinking, why is everything so new and posh, and it's just incredible, and there's tens of thousands of people here, and what is going on? I felt like I'd fallen down the rabbit hole or something. So I go in, and I thought I'd get like a Baby Ruth candy bar or something. Well, I can't find one. You can't find anything like that. It's like a Whole Foods type mart in there. There's like everything's like dark chocolate, and it's candy bars are like $3 and up, and it's just seriously like a Whole Foods mart. And I look around a little bit more, and I realize there's a bar and pub, like a pub and a little trendy restaurant going on in there, in a little outdoor seating area. And so anyway, I give up on the candy bar, and I asked the guy, what town am I in? What town is this? Oh, no town. Oh, no town? Well, I mean, what are these? What is this a suburb of? What city? No city. No city. Okay, this is just a highway. A highway. Yeah, it's just a highway. Okay. And he invited me to stay. He said, why don't you go out on the patio and have a margarita? We've got live music coming in a little bit. And so I thought, okay, this is weird. So I'm going to go out to the patio. I did it. I went out on the patio. I had a beer and tried to talk to a few people and ask them, you know, why are there so many people here? There's tens of thousands of people here. And what is this area? And no one would answer my question. They just say, oh, well, it's not a town. It's just, you know, it's just what it is. It's not a town. And so eventually I left and gave up on never knowing and forgot about it, right? So the other night, I'm doing research for this video. And I ran across this United States military guy. And he had some friends that, quite a few friends, that eventually retired from the United States Navy. And as they all did, he noted that they were all retiring and going to Northwest Arkansas. Huh. That's odd. Why are they all going to Northwest Arkansas? So eventually he got them to let out a little secret. That the Northwest Arkansas is part of the Ozark Plateau. And there's all these aquifers up there, this fresh water, these spring-fed creeks and ponds and all the water you could, I mean, you wouldn't believe it. I lived up there, I know. I mean, there's springs bubbling up everywhere. And it's the coldest, most wonderful water you've ever drank. And so anyway, and evidently, and I know this from being up there, you know, we really didn't get tornadoes or really bad weather or anything like that. Maybe get iced in every once in a while. And it's a very high, its elevation is very high. But you're not up in the mountains. And so anyway, these U.S. Navy guys were privy to the fact that when we pole shift, that will be the safest place in the United States to be. It's actually, and they're actually referring to it as the Ark. And so they've all retired and gone up there. And evidently all their families and the friends and everybody else, because I Googled the population up there. And sure enough, it was around 20,000. Don't quote me on this. It's something like 20,000 for Bentonville. I think it was like 60,000 for the Fayetteville, something like that. And something like 200 and something thousand for other. For outside Fayetteville. Other. What is other? They don't claim these people. And they don't have a name. It's not a town. I think they're trying to keep a secret. I guess I just blew their secret. I didn't mean to. But the point is, I guess that they feel, they probably all have a lot of shotguns and a lot of food put back and just feel like they're going to ride this out up there. But evidently, that's how sure they are that we are going to have this major pole flip, and it will be a full pole flip, to the point that they actually went up there and are preparing for that. So, I wanted you to know that. I wanted you to know that I've actually been up there and wondered what they were doing. And so I believe this wholeheartedly. If you'd seen what I saw, you'd just be glad for some kind of explanation, because it was just cray cray. And so anyway, my husband and I, we are going to just stay right where we are and enjoy the life that God has given us, and the beautiful little cottage we live in with all of our pets. And you know, if we have some green stuff pop up in a garden this year, that'll be wonderful. And the plums that pop off our trees, and the mulberries, we love mulberries. And so we're happy right where we are. I hope you're happy right where you are. I think maybe if I looked at the flood map, if I was on the coast or anything like that, you might think about, if you were going to move, maybe I wouldn't move anywhere there. But I think, you know, you just have to, I think, trying to find that perfect spot to go to. I don't know that there is one. I've looked at all of the different maps, and really there isn't. There's no perfect place to go. You know, I think just trust in the Lord, and you'll know what to do. And I don't. At the same time, I think we need to have our eyes open to what's going on. That's why I'm sharing this with you. And I think, you know, you need to know that Bible prophecies are coming true. I'm going to put some slides up of some of the scriptures that that relate to some of this, so you can see them in case you're not familiar with them. And was there anything else I wanted to talk to you about? Well, if I think of it, I'll post another piece to this, okay? And otherwise, I love you guys. Hope you had kind of some fun with this story. I did. And I'll see you next time on Me Wonderland. Bye, you guys.